Hey, Army Gymnastics family. Here, your guide to the world of health and fitness, bringing you another exciting episode that promises to keep you engaged and empowered. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's puzzled researchers and concerned millions: obesity. But we're giving it a twist: nature versus nurture. What really fuels the obesity epidemic? Grab your notepads and your water bottles because this is a journey you don't want to miss. All right, let's kick things off with the genetic side of things. You see, studies show that obesity tends to run in families. If your biological parents are obese, even if you're adopted by thin parents, you're more likely to become obese. And hey, if you've got an identical twin who's obese, the odds say you're likely riding the same boat. Sounds a bit like destiny, doesn't it? But don't lock that in yet. Ever heard of the thrifty gene hypothesis? It's like Mother Nature gave us this super saving mode for calories, prepping us for times of famine. But flash forward to today's food courts and endless snack aisles, and this gift starts to look more like a curse. But let's hit the pause button. Our genes haven't changed much recently. So why have obesity rates skyrocketed? Maybe our genes aren't the entire story here. Speaking of stories, let's talk about our environment. From fast food chains on every corner to Netflix marathons replacing neighborhood football, our world has transformed.
Hey, listeners, Brianna here. Ever thought about starting your own podcast? Well, let me tell you about Spotify for podcasters. It's a one-stop shop where you can create, edit, and distribute your podcast to the world, and yes, it's absolutely free. Imagine recording from your phone or computer. No fancy equipment is needed. And with video podcasts, Q&As, and polls, you'll bring your chats to life and connect with your listeners. Plus, you can even start earning through ads and subscriptions. It's how we at Army Gymnastics keep our community thriving and our content fresh. Ready to join the podcast revolution? Download the Spotify for Podcasters app or head to www.spotify.com/podcasters. That's www.spotify.com/podcasters. Get started today, and who knows, your podcast could be the next big hit.
It's like we're living in an obesity-friendly zone. And let's face it, with Uber Eats and DoorDash, we barely have to lift a finger except, of course, to tap order now. So what's the game plan, team? Knowledge is power, my friends. Recognizing the genetics of obesity removes the blame game. It's not about poor choices. It's a complex network of factors. On the flip side, let's transform our environments. Let's lobby for healthier food in schools and build communities where you can jog without worrying about the traffic or your safety. But hey, there are also those curveballs: stress, sleep deprivation, and even some medications can lead to weight gain. Remember, diet quality matters too. Fill your plate with whole foods, and your body will thank you. Before we wrap up, here's your empowering takeaway. If you are struggling with obesity, it's not your fault. Seek the resources and support to make a change. And remember, understanding your unique factors can guide you toward an awe-inspiring transformation in your health and fitness journey. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Army Gymnastics Podcast. We're all about building a community where you're empowered, educated, and always entertained. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, keep aiming higher.